Full program of 3 workouts, which you do every second day, that helps you to gain muscles and develop your fighting skills.
My hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping out.
Whatever techniques you like or that you learned at fighting clubs. Punching back is not necessary. Defense against a knife attack, when you step in the back once, but you don't allow the second.
Go launch quick, then I'm gone.
You can do this workout at home. When you return home after the 8-hour workday, you do this workout not more than 1 hour.
Been all these top 10 songs, so stopping. It's time to live my life, it's time to live.
If you can't do this, then
Joy divine.
if you can't do so many reps,
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm the one to get it, bruh. I swear to God I'll get it, bruh.
you will not injure your back. You shouldn't go to schools of martial arts for the whole life. The progress is achieved exactly when you train alone.
Got the block lit up toxic, spitting logic, make them nauseous.
After that, my legs say thank you.
Drop it, I'm the hardest. Knock, knock, bitch, watch it. I'm the fucking king of rock, bitch. Profit, spitting hot shit, off topic.
Hi guys, this is channel Fight Boys. Today we're gonna show you the program of workouts that will help you to gain muscles and to develop fighting skills. You will not only gain muscles but also increase your explosive power and agility. It is considered that you can't be a big jock and also be a good fighter simultaneously. Several years ago, Baduk said that it is wrong, but nobody believed him. In this video we also want to draw attention to this point. Particularly, guys from FitStars channel have said about it lately that you can be an agile, functional jock. And today we are going to show the program of 3 workouts. 3 days actually. You do the first workout on the first day, then you have 1 day rest, on the third day you have second workout, and after 1 day the third workout. Then you repeat this cycle. So you have 3 workouts that you constantly repeat. You can do all this at home, and every routine lasts no more than 1 hour. Let's see what equipment you need. It's necessary to have a kettlebell. I have 32 kilos, but it's wide, depends on your strength. You can start with 16 kilos kettlebell, then 24, then 32 and heavier. Bundle of resistance bands. Each band has its own strength. The more the width, the heavier to expand it. Also, you will need rings and straps with it. You can attach them to ceiling with hooks, which you can buy on building market. Thus, you'll be able to hang and remove them each time with your partner. Also, you'll need such a stick in order to hang it as a horizontal bar. And for one more exercise that will show. Or you can buy a small barbell stick for that purpose. Also, you can use dumbbells, but resistance bands can substitute it. Also, you should have such grips, but it's not necessary. Punching back is also not necessary, but you can use it sometimes. Each routine consists of several parts. At first, it's calisthenics part that lasts no longer than half an hour. Calisthenics is actually body weight exercises. Then we move to the strength part with kettlebell or resistance bands. Finally, we do fighting techniques, shadow boxing. At the very beginning we do warm-up. Stretch the arms, this way, this way. Do the same with the other hand. Further stretch this way. with the other hand. Then we do this, grab this way. Aikidokas are familiar with it. And do this, rotate. Then we rotate. Hands. Then we do 5 burpees. Not fast, but we start slowly and then accelerate. It's too hot, we'll take off the shot.
Так, значит, делаем бёрпи. Здесь делаем.
Are you the present or the future? Are you a drinker or a boozer? Are you a giver or a user? Are you a winner or a loser? And I said that I would never back down. And I said that I would never back down.
Yes, and I forgot to say, you can do this program at home. For example, you return home from your work if you have 8 hours working day. So you come home or to the gym or to workout area and train not more than 1 hour, even less. After warm-up, day 1 itself begins. We train the back muscles on the first day. We need horizontal bar for that. If we haven't, we can hang the stick with straps. We do 2 sets of pull-ups by 20 repetitions.
Yeah, let's go. I'ma make a couple stacks, do exactly what I want to. Mix a couple tracks, get a lady that I'm drawn to. Turn up to the max, get me faded till I'm gone, dude. I do what I want, couldn't stop me if you wanted to. I just work hard, yeah, harder than the rest. Some people say I'm lucky, others saying that I'm blessed. But I keep my head down, cause I crave progress. You ain't never gonna stop me, cause it's my conquest. And I'm never gonna rest, yeah. And y'all don't know that I'm a soldier. I always felt like I'm alone, yeah. When everybody thinks they know ya, and y'all don't even know I own ya. And now I'm ready taking over, cause every day I'm getting closer. Just look at
20 reps are made. Then we do second set. But I will not be able to repeat set of 20 reps without rest. So you can frame it. It should be 40 reps overall. Resting time is up to you. Set the timer for 30 minutes. If 30 minutes passed and you don't have time to do the whole calisthenics part, finish it and move to the strength part.
I'm ready, I'ma blow up. Yeah, I'm impatient, I don't ever slow up. I stay young, no, I never grow up. I keep working to the point I throw up. And if you cross me, it was good to know ya. I'm impatient, I don't ever slow up. I stay young, no, I never grow up. I keep working to the point I throw up. And if you cross me, it was good to know.
7 reps are done, 13 remain. So you do 40 pull-ups overall. Then we move to the second exercise. Here we need resistance bands. Hang these 2 bands on the horizontal bar.
Second chances, I just wanna work on my own for myself. I don't need no help, not anybody else. Nah man, I got it dealt, I'm working on my...
Then we put legs through it in order to make band help us in pull-ups.
Y'all don't know that I'm a soldier.
And we do slow pull-ups with concentration on your back. Do mental efforts, feeling your back.
Every day I'm getting closer. Just look at everything I'll show ya. And now I'm ready, I'ma blow up. Yeah. Man, I promise that I'm gonna make it somewhere. As long as I'm conscious, I'll be working hard to get there.
Thus we do 2 sets of 15 reps each, but I couldn't make 15 reps in the first set, so we can split it also. We can do, for example, 7 reps, then 8, then another 8, then 4 and finally 3. In sum it should be 30. Next we do Australian pull-ups. We need low horizontal bar for them. We haven't got it. And now I'm gonna show you why we need straps and the stick. Or small barbell.
Yeah, let's go! I'm unstoppable!
You can hang it at home, as I said before, if you fix hooks on your sailing. Fix the straps approximately at this height.
Top, here I go, think I'm chosen to be the king of rock, think the people.
Hang the stick on the straps. Fix each strap on the same level.
Sometimes I think that I'm unstoppable.
Do Australian pull-ups in 2 sets of 15 reps each. Legs should be not like that, but this way. And do such pull-ups.
I got a shot and I ain't stopping, no. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable.
And then do 1 more set of 15 reps. Next, we need resistance bands again, a little bit harder now. Hang it.
Yeah, let's go. I don't care what they all say. That's right. I'ma do this thing my way.
Now we pull bands in 2 sets of 15 reps each.
I'm addicted to the grind, man. That's right. So I refuse to waste time, man. Yeah. One day it all will be fine, man. Let's go. Gotta commit to the climb. You know we're back with the Guinness, setting records every minute, every track in it.
So you pull down weights, yes? Yes. Can you tell what muscles are in action? Lateral back muscles.
То есть не вниз, да, а даже растягиваешь в сторону, получается. В бока. Примерно так, да.
Okay, round 1 of the calisthenics part is finished. By the way, where did I find this workout program? I borrowed it from Igor Kovtun, who is calisthenics athlete. He recommends to repeat this whole round 1 more time, but I never did it. Moreover, he recommends to repeat this in fast manner. I have no idea how to repeat it and in fast manner because it is very hard to complete all these exercises in 2 sets. You unlikely will manage to do it in 30 minutes. But sky is the limit, and you can then repeat it if 30 minutes haven't passed.
Вот, после того, как вы это проделали, ну, то есть я останавливаюсь сейчас на первом раунде, я больше одного раунда никогда здесь не делаю.
After you completed it, we finish this part with 2 exercises, with emphasis on concentration and the technique. And we also do this with bands. We do maximum reps. Slowly with concentration.
Yeah.
Where is it possible to buy these bands?
цвет важен посмотреть. Ну, чтобы понимать, это резина, да?
Да,
Тоже пример скажу, там.
I bought it in Rubber for Power. And also it is possible to buy it in Igor Kofton's shop. He produces resistant bands as well. The first exercise is pulling to the waist level. Slowly with concentration, as many reps as you can. I can't do this with the green band. So the green is thick here? Yes, the thicker the heavier. The approximate weight is written on them. Green one has up to 54 kilo strength. So we pull it to the waist level. Tell me please whether your hands or back muscles are in action. Back muscles. Even red band is hard, so I will do it with the orange one, slowly with concentration.
Ridiculous, I'm spitting this meticulous and limitless, while others out there spitting shit got hits up on the charts and sit. I see why other artists quit, cause people don't reward good shit. They love to hate but hate to live. Society, you swing and miss. And honestly, I get it. Promise me you won't regret it. Wasting energy, forget it. Don't look back, go on and get it. Bite the bullet.
The second exercise is pulling to the chest.
To miss, be a legend, not a myth. Yeah. It's obnoxious that I'm conscious. Rapping honest as promise. Try to harness as an artist, stay modest. It's a long quest. I will not quit till 10,000 people going off when I drop this. I gotta make it now. Swear to God I'm breaking out. Swear to God I'll take a bow. Stand the stage with the crowd, cause I got it figured out. I'm just honest and I'm loud. Staying modest but I'm proud. No, I never had a doubt. Yeah.
We have completed the calisthenics part, which lasts no longer than 30 minutes. After the calisthenics part, we train lower back in every workout. This exercise is a reverse boat, or it is called Superman. Set the timer for 2 minutes. Lay in that position. And rise up. This exercise trains endurance, as I see. You train lower back here.
Always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over.
If you can't hold it for 2 minutes, then start with 30 seconds and then gradually increase it. For example, then 1 minute, then 1.5 minutes, and finally 2 minutes. Do it every workout after the calisthenics part.
Wake up and every day told me a promise that I would make it one day as an artist. Music's
Time lasts so long. Oh, we finished. The sound on the smartphone was turned off. 2 minutes have passed. Why we need this exercise? For the lower back. If you have strong lower back, you will be able to lift heavy weights. You need strong lower back and strong abs in order to lift weights. So it's necessary to train lower back. Guys, I'm a commentator from future. We also train abs after the Superman. 3 exercises for 45 seconds each with 15 seconds rest. 3 minutes overall. We do this on the first and the second workout day. We will not do this on the third day because abs are trained in the calisthenics part of the third day. We do the first exercise for 45 seconds and it is called bicycles. Do that this way.
Time will reverse if I put in the work while everything hurts. Take a chance, make a plan. You can do it, yes you can. Take a stand in your land and command of your brand. The things we keep inside.
Do it for 45 seconds and rest for 15 seconds. Next, the second exercise.
Второй подход.
We lay like that. We put the right hand on the left shoulder and raise the left hand and move up.
I'm losing my mind. Everything will be fine. Know that I'll be
45 seconds passed. 15 seconds rest. And finally we do the same movement but switch hands. Put left hand on the right shoulder and raise the right hand.
my mind. Everything will be fine. Know that I'll be alright. That I'll be alright.
45 seconds passed. We strengthened our abs and we move forward. Then we move to the strength part. This kettlebell weighs 32 kilos. It's a very cool exercise, exactly for fighter. Kettlebells train the whole this arm structure, which exactly works for the punch. Firstly, we take the kettlebell with the left arm and press it.
What I wanted to have, fear of growing older, chip all on my shoulder. Told myself I'm never looking back, and now I'm home.
I see it can be dangerous. I managed to do only 3 reps, and so you do it for maximum reps. You can also raise your body with the leg in order to do this in explosive manner. Usually I do more reps with this weight. Last time I managed to make 8 or 9 reps, and then we switch hands without rest.
You better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you.
I made 8 reps. You should do no more than 20 reps with each hand in this exercise. If you can't do 20 reps with each hand, then you move to the heavier kettlebell. I started with 24 kilos, made 20 reps with each hand and then bought heavier kettlebell. So one can start with lighter kettlebell in order to manage to press it and then move to heavier ones? Yes, you can start with 16 kilos, then gradually 24, then 32, and heavier kettlebells, for example 40 or 50 kilos exist. We do this exercise every second workout, not in every workout.
Раз в 2 тренировки.
You do maximum reps with each hand. It was hard attempt with the left arm. I don't know the reason. Maybe because of fresh air,
Не знаю, что так мало. Вот, идем. Просто.
or just was nervous, whatever.
Вот, соответственно. И далее. Вот.
Then we can do such an exercise.
Такое упражнение.
But in back muscles day you don't need to do this because we have already trained the back in the calisthenics part. But if you are doing the other 2 days, then we can do such an exercise with kettlebell. So you should lean on something with one hand, or you can lean on a bench. And you pull a kettlebell with the other hand. In the first day for back, I do it usually with lighter kettlebell of 24 kilos. But I will show you this exercise with 32. So you lean on and lift the kettlebell this way.
The limit, kids, to shoot for the stars. So I strummed that guitar every day. Found a passion for music, never went away. I joined a couple bands and played a few shows. Tried to impress the girl in the front row. But soon enough, everything starts to change. As you grow up, nobody treats you the same. They try to take your future and make it real safe. You could be a doctor, accountant, or something sane. But yo, whatever happened to the sky was the limit. I fell in love with music, never thought.
Should you lift it strictly up? Yes, and you can do this explosively as I do. Because a fighter needs exactly this explosiveness. Slow controlled motion is not so good for fighters. So my technique is accepted. And we finish each workout with fighting program. You practice fighting combinations in this part. This, for example, you can practice whatever combinations you like or which you have learned in schools of martial arts. You can use punching bag here. I prefer several combinations. First to 3 combinations I will show with the punching bag. But punching bag is not necessary for our program. Oh no, it is hanged too high. That's why I'm gonna use a strap like I usually do this at home. How much does your punching bag weigh? I don't know. More than 10 kilos I think.
I won't give up, I won't back down until I'm lying 6 years beneath the deep ground. I won't give up.
A little bit higher. Can you tell about straps? Are there any types of reliability? Straps are the part of the ring's kit. Wear gloves. These gloves are used in MMA. With fingers, so you can also grab the opponent? Yes. We do fighting practice for 15 minutes approximately, not longer. I like to do this combination.
And let's be honest, life's a competition.
From passive position. I saw this combination in Fight Nerds. The boxer Nikolai Talalakin showed it. I like this combination, maybe we'll leave the link in description. So we strike firstly in liver and then in spleen. Or in spleen then in liver. Also we can strike with first same punch and then with hook. During the punch we rotate the fist a little bit and punch with these knuckles. Not with all these bones, but with knuckles. It is more effective. I do each combination by approximately 4 reps. Then move forward.
We're gonna make it soon. Just keep pushing through. You're what you got to lose. You're what you got to lose. You're what you got to lose. Just keep pushing.
Can one substitute gloves with boxing hand reps? Yes, in this case don't do strong punches. If you use hand reps, punch slower with emphasis on technique. Even in gloves, it is not recommended to punch hard, because you can smash your fists. But in general, those kettlebell presses strengthen fists very good. Also, there is the same combination but for clinch. Punch like that. And do it with the other side.
Irritators try so hard to talk me down, but they can't stop the sound. Already on the ground, everything is growing faster than I can count. You ain't
Next, I like the combinations that I learned at Jiu-Jitsu. This combination consists of straight punches. The first punch is hit to a head in light manner. This punch disrupts attention. And the second punch is hit to solar plexus. You are like a cannonball punching there. It's a very strong punch. First punch, second punch. As in Aikido, when you hit with a sword. Your sword lands simultaneously with your front leg. Here is the same principle. Your fist lands simultaneously with the front leg. After that, all my combinations are took from Krav Maga. I used to study Krav Maga for certain period and I like its techniques very much. Krav Maga is an Israeli self-defense system. All its techniques are aimed at street aggression suppression. For example, this combination.
Feel your skin on mine, though I try, I can't hide all the ways I feel inside your every.
What are these punches?
Скажи, что за удары ты сейчас делаешь? Первые два
The first two were straights. What are others? Then hook, then uppercut, then I do a knee strike and finish with hammer punch.
И потом у меня получается идет
Hammer punch is hit with this spot. During that I go around the opponent and always control the whole space around.
по сторонам, всегда контролирую пространство вокруг. Вот.
Combinations which I do is not necessary for you.
Не обязательно выполнять их в лад.
These are my combinations that I prefer.
То есть у каждого
You can train combinations that fit you. Combinations which you saw somewhere or learned at martial arts schools which is better.
которым вы научились в каких-то секциях рукопашного боя.
I train many combinations.
Говорят, что лучше
It is considered that you'd better train 2-3 combinations but 10,000 reps than 10,000 combinations by 1 rep.
комбинаций там по-разному.
What will you recommend for street self-defense? I recommend to constantly repeat 2-3 combinations until you do it automatically.
Любую вот эту, знаешь,
1, 2, 3, and they should be copy-plated. For example, we are having a conversation and that's all, you are on the ground. 2 shocking punches and the third strong one. But I can throw my all favorite combinations and do them by approximately 4 reps each.
где-то каждый там по 4 раза. Дальше что я делаю?
Then I hit with elbow. So return with the first elbow strike and then with second. Yes, I turn and hit. And if the opponent staying backwards, then I do like that. A little bit missed.
Нужно сначала
You should turn your head to look back before hitting. Then the same combination with arm. What is the first punch?
сделал боковик.
It's called back fist. You hit with this spot. Then I turn on and hit straight. Then the same combination with an opponent staying behind. Where do you hit at with back fist? I hit at ahead. The same combination starting with a kick.
Wanna get her all alone on a mattress. I just wanna have it. I just gotta have.
What is the target of a kick? Target is a knee or a groin. So is it assumed that someone is staying behind you, not holding you yet? Yes, staying and threatening or running to you. Now I'm putting off the gloves and will punch through air. And I usually do this actually. I rarely use punching back because it is annoying to hang it.
А вот у нас получается
Work with punching back and through air differ, aren't they?
для разных, да, наверное, решений нужно.
Punching back trains muscles and work through air trains technique, yes? The specific of punching back is contact surface.
контактная поверхность. Вот, то есть, наверное,
So perhaps it strengthens an arm, because if you always work with air and then punch something solid in real life, then your fist can be broken. But I often do this part without punching back, especially on work days when you come home after 8-hour working day, in order to be silent and reduce efforts of hanging. Punching back can be used on weekends. Still, I do only first couple of combinations and then leave the back. Then I do such combinations. So you are moving around on your legs, not along the line. Yes. Then I do such a combination. Someone threatens with a gun on such distance. I move sideward. What do you do with the arm? Strikes or what? No, I grab the gun. But of course you should study it in martial arts schools. I used to do it under supervisement and so now I can train alone. By the way, why did I invent this fighting part?
тренировок, вот именно начал встречать
I remembered Baduk's words.
слова того же самого Бадюка.
He said that you shouldn't attend martial arts classes for the whole life and study with trainer.
Себя тренироваться, то есть у тренера.
Progress is achieved exactly when you train alone.
Сначала что
Namely, firstly you learn something and then constantly repeat it by yourself.
вот, то есть так,
I like this point of view, so I always train like that.
мне она нравится. Вот, поэтому я все время так тренируюсь, ну, то есть через день. Да, и
So
меня
this
такой
lifestyle fits
образ
me.
жизни устраивает.
Of course, on our YouTube channel we attend different fighting clubs to polish fighting skills. If one hasn't studied Krav Maga but studied Karate or Taekwondo, whatever, is it possible to train techniques or kata from there? Yes, you can do any combinations you want. You can train wrestling techniques in such manner. For example, you train takedown.
Сделать вот такие, например, то есть если кому-то
You can do such techniques if you are good at wrestling.
можно такое.
Just you do this part approximately for 15 minutes. Then I defend from knife attacks,
От ножа. Вот, защита от ножа.
do this and run away, or then
I want, I get what I need. Every single day I'm heading off to my dream, and I get everything that I damn well please. I don't give a damn if you all listening to me, cause I run it. I'm the only one that really want it. I'm the only one that's really on it. I'm just being honest. I'm just doing everything I promise, cause I want it bad enough that I'ma make it as an artist. And I know I'm not the smartest, and I know
Then I defend from knife when you are already once stepped in a back.
Нифига себе.
You failed the first step,
То есть, ну,
but you don't allow the second step,
Это суровый.
so you block the second step. All these techniques taken from Krav Maga. You lean a little bit, insert blocking hand, turn and hit. Why did you stop studying Krav Maga? It's very cool system, isn't it? I have no time. Mainly I train at home and show these workouts to you now.
вот сейчас вот тренировка. То есть комплекс упражнений. И последний.
And the last combination when you are threatened with a knife, holding it at your back. There can be different locations of a knife. Here, here or here. So it looks like that.
failure ain't an option, so I'd be cautious. I hope that you're watching. Don't try to stop this, work until I'm nauseous, cause I will not quit, no, because I want this. Don't try to stop me, failure ain't an option, so I'd be cautious. I hope that you're watching. Don't try to stop this, work until I'm nauseous, cause I will not quit, no, because I want.
Before you block the hand with a knife, you should try to start a conversation with a bad guy.
Вот, а сначала ты там попытаться
And for example, reach out a hand to a pocket with a wallet and then do this combination.
потом ты даже
А вот эти
провести
упражнения...
эту комбинацию.
а вот эти
Why did you choose all these combos? Maybe it has a structure?
какие-то навыки там, да, как
Just because I like them. I remember them and don't want to forget them. That's all. The workout is over. First day is over.
200 grand later and we're not even
Let's give some water to the dog.
earning. Best lesson I learned is to keep on searching, find your true passion and keep to work and better take action and
Right.
end up serving. Yeah, that's a fact. So you better clean up your act. So you better raise up a sack and tell the world they can suck on that. Don't come
He doesn't want to drink. We will train shoulders on the second day. So we train back on the first day and shoulders on the second. The reason why we train back and shoulders is that a man looks big because of exactly these two muscle groups. They create visual volume.
Вот, то есть это как раз и следует визуально.
We borrowed this calisthenics part for shoulders also from Igor Kofton. So these two workouts help to gain muscles. That's why we have chosen them.
Потому что они позволяют накачивать. данные тренировки.
So on the second day you do as many rounds of 2 exercises as you can within 30 minutes. Set a timer for 30 minutes, or you can set 25 minutes, even 20. The first exercise can be handstand push-ups. I'm going to show them now. Don't forget to do warm-up, which I demonstrated on the first day. So warm-up that we showed on the first day should be repeated before every workout. Yes, that's right.
Failure ain't an option, so I'd be cautious. I hope that you're watching. Don't try to stop this, work until I'm nauseous.
Please tell the details about this exercise. These are free handstand push-ups. It can be hard for the majority of people. I've spent some time to learn it.
Какое-то время, чтобы разучиться этот элемент.
If you can't do them, no problem.
Проблемы можем отжиматься.
You can do handstand push-ups against the wall.
Например, вот так.
Don't try to stop me now.
So these are handstand push-ups with lean on something vertical. Yes, we train front muscle of the shoulder in the first exercise.
Вот данное упражнение. Вот,
It should be no more than 25 reps in this exercise.
желательно, ну,
When you feel exhausted, then stop.
вот, либо
If you can't do handstand push-ups against the wall, then you can do vertical push-ups.
можете делать такие вертикальные отжимания от пола.
Stand like this and do handstand push-ups with legs on the ground.
Стойки на руках, да, просто у вас ноги стоят на земле.
You do maximum reps until muscles start burning.
Либо там в один день, то есть вы можете в первом упражнении делать это, да, уже там в другом.
You can also choose the variation for rear delt muscles in the first exercise. This movement is called Australian pull middles.
If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this.
We hang like in Australian pull-ups, but we move elbows strictly sidewards and concentrate on rear delts.
И концентрируемся на задней части плеч.
Like this.
In my prime, just quit my 9 to 5. I'm rocking, and they watching, cause it's shocking. Dropping all these top 10s.
And we don't pull up closely to a bar, but to this middle level. Can you tell in details to what level one should pull up? You should do maximum reps until you're exhausted.
Количество раз не ограничено до того, как устанете, почувствуете какое-то жжение.
No, to what level should you ascend? Approximately to elbows level, not to the bar level.
Вот.
That was the first exercise, so you choose one of these variations. And you train middle or rear delts in the second exercise.
Вот, либо опять же на задней. Вот.
Take dumbbells and leave them sideward in order to train middle delts.
Таким образом прорабатывается средний душевный так вот поднимать в сторону, вот, и задача здесь
It is important here to rotate hands.
так, как будто
Imagine that you are holding glasses with water and you should pour them out.
и вам нужно его выдать.
So you do it also for maximum until muscles start burning. It is not necessary to do it with dumbbells. You can use resistance bands as well. I will show how. Or you can do variation for rear delts.
То есть это вторая вариация второго упражнения. То есть вам нужно
You should lean forward like that and also leave dumbbells sideward.
в такой позе вот, и также поднимать гантели в сторону. То есть
So you train rear delts as we did in Australian pull middles.
плеч. Вот, то же самое, что, в принципе, мы делали в австралийской протяжке.
So don't choose these two variations for one workout.
Сначала австралийскую протяжку, потом вот эту упражнение. Вот, то есть лучше их разносите по разным тренировкам. Вот, и соответственно, вот так мы сделали до полного.
We did two exercises, for example 3 handstand push-ups and lifting dumbbells up to that, and this was round 1. You rest a little and then repeat it until 20-30 minutes pass.
То же самое, повторяйте эти подходы, эти сеты. Вот, до того, как у вас позвонит там таймер там на эти 20-30 минут.
By the way, there is one more variation of lifting dumbbell sideward.
То есть можно не так,
Here you don't rotate arms as pouring outward.
вот, а ты чуть-чуть.
You lean forward a little bit and just lift dumbbell sideward.
Корпус вперед, вот, и просто поднимаешь в сторону.
So this is another variation which you can do at another day.
Ну, другой цикл этих тренировок. Там
You choose one variation at one day and another variation at another day.
когда у вас будет день плеч, вы делаете другую вариацию.
You can diminish weight or resistance in every next round.
Так, кстати, да, по поводу этих упражнений вам
And it is not necessary to have dumbbells for these exercises.
для этого, в принципе,
Resistant bands will do. You need one band cut for this.
вот, то есть, ну,
I have one band cut. Actually, I accidentally broke it.
я просто порвал как-то. Вот такая у меня есть порванная резина, да, то есть вот, грубо говоря, вы так не остановите,
Stand like this. You can roll it up and stretch it.
и вот так поднимаете. Ну, я не
I
могу
can't stretch it because it is relatively hard band.
относительно сильная резина. Вот, поэтому
That's why it is better to buy one more the lightest orange band and cut it.
разрезать ее, выполняете эти упражнения. Соответственно, сначала можете
You can roll it up for a couple of times in first rounds in order to increase resistance.
сильнее, вот, а уже там со второго, с третьего, то есть
Then you can ease it in next rounds.
смотки, вот, и делать, то есть чуть слабее на тебя. Вот,
Accordingly, I remove kilos from dumbbells after the first round.
Пеночки снимаю эти.
So I move on to the second round.
Подход, все то же самое, то есть, ну,
We don't change variations in one workout. If you did vertical push-ups in the first round, then do it again.
далее мы уже не меняем эту вариацию, в одной тренировке мы повторяем ее, во втором, в третьем подходе и так далее. Вот. Я это делаю сам.
For example, if I did 3 handstand push-ups in the first round, then I repeat them. How many kilos do your dumbbells weigh?
Здесь одна гантель
One dumbbell is 8 kilos. Let's try one more time.
always commit. Pull the trigger on this shit, man, trigger on this shit. Cause I feel I haven't lived, man, feel I haven't lived. Till I got nothing to miss, man, got nothing to miss. Are you the present?
Muscles can't do it anymore.
подходит.
And then we also repeat second exercise. As I said, you can remove kilos.
And I said that I would never back down. And I said that I would never back down. And I said that I would never back down. I swear that I would never fucking back down.
Вот, и идет. Также там, да.
And we also do this for maximum reps, but not more than 25.
Вот. Ну и так мы, то есть,
And then we can remove kilos again till it will be the lightest weight finally.
в конце, там вес может быть уже максимально легкий. Вот, и
And
так
you do several such rounds until 20-30 minutes pass.
20-30 минут. Вот.
These dumbbells perhaps a little bit heavy for me, so my technique may be not strict,
Я делаю
but still it is better for explosive power, which a fighter needs. As I said it about kettlebell pullings earlier.
Вот взрывные движения, как бы на силу, да, они скорее...
This
подвержены.
technique will not do for bodybuilding, but for fighter it is
Такой
acceptable.
вариант не прокатил. Ну, а здесь можно, в принципе.
So you can cheat in lifting movements.
Вот. скачать земную силу. Земные движения делать. Всё,
That's all. You finish when 20-30 minutes pass.
I'm dropping bombs, you know. No, I'm not stopping, no. Conquer the option.
Then we also hold Superman for 2 minutes.
Rock, think the people have spoken. I can hear the
2 minutes pass.
далее мы уже делаем
After that, instead of doing kettlebell presses, we press resistance bands for 1 rep.
один раз. Мы делаем
5 sets by 1 rep.
по одному разу.
We start with light bands and then gradually increase resistance and finish with the heaviest for you. We need a stick or a small barbell here.
That's how I know that I'm unstoppable.
First rounds are warm-up actually, because they are not tough. Overall, we press for 4-5 rounds. We press turning the stick a little bit backwards, so we not allow bands to slip down along your back. Otherwise, it will be easier to press. It's very important to have bands here all the time, so you press it a little bit backwards. So you've done 1 rep and then increase the resistance by taking heavier band. Do second round.
You know we're back with the Guinness, setting records every minute, every track, in addiction to the fact that we're winning. Still we lack, something's missing, need a track that is hitting.
Why only 1 rep? Because we are preparing to press the maximum weight in 1 rep.
And they're complaining, I'll be training while you sitting there just waiting. I'm creating. Yeah, sometimes I think that I'm unstoppable. Yeah, ready to go, man, lock and load. That's right, I swear to God that I can drop it, bro.
This was the 3rd round. Finally, we are going to press maximum weight. I usually do it in the 4th round. For me, the maximum weight is blue and green bands. Like this. Let's rest a little. We'll run to drink. The dog isn't thirsty. Let's continue. Stretch it for the maximum. Now it is heavier.
Да,
Yes.
вот это вес, с которым я сейчас занимаюсь в данный период.
This is my current maximum, which I cannot press. As with a kettlebell, you can also lift your body with legs.
Помогать ногами поднимать таз. Вот, то есть опирайтесь на плечи.
And as I said, bands shouldn't go down along the back, because it is easier to press this way. You move it a little bit backward.
Вот, далее.
Then we lift kettlebell as we did on last workout. You can lift it for 8 reps, for example, as many as you can. Choose your own kettlebell weight. Oh, how cool to drop it on the ground. You shouldn't do it in an apartment if your neighbors live downside. Then we move to fighting practice part. You train combinations that you like. You can choose to do them with emphasis on speed or on technique, whatever. Punching back is not necessary. I have 2 variations in some techniques. For example, if I punched with the fist in previous workout, today I can do the first punch with palm in order to cover more face area and then hit solar plexus like a cannonball. Or for example, defending from knife, I block with counter-attack, kick at groin and run away. But in previous workout, I fought till the end, finally taking away the knife. I mean, you can do variations, but overall this part is approximately the same in each workout day.
Вот как он есть. То есть, вот, и таким образом второй
After
день
that, the second day is over.
To all those opposed.
вот, и
We also start the third day with the calisthenics part.
воркаут у нас.
Here we will train the full body.
То есть,
I
опять же,
also
это
borrowed
Игорь
it from Igor Kovtun with little adjustments.
Вот там снизу.
He does it with a horizontal bar, but we use gymnastic rings. You will always have one of three workouts on Saturday or on Sunday. On weekends you have some more time, so you can add here 10 extra minutes because you are not hurried.
Не очень часто, да. 10 минут там выделить, да, допустим, вот или воскресенье. Вот,
Thus, on weekends I train also calisthenic elements.
то есть,
For example, I managed to learn 3 handstand push-ups, and also I want to learn one-arm pull-ups.
а потом вот,
So currently I do a set of preparing exercises for one-arm pull-ups for 10-15 minutes.
там,
Also I use grips in this elements part.
зрители грифа. Вот, и сейчас
Let's show you how to do this. So, is it needed to fix a stick at nearly the top?
Ну, я просто дело в том, что сейчас мне расширитель грифа.
The thing is, I need a grip now for strengthening forearms.
Вот, то есть я не смогу
And I can't fix a grip on such a thick bar,
турник в данном случае.
but I can do with a thinner stick. So I fix it. Here we also do warm-up as I showed at the beginning. After that I train gripping at first. Hence I want to hold such a thick bar with one arm.
На таком толстом турнике.
But I can't. It's very difficult. That's why I help my arm with fingers of the other arm. I train each finger that way. Watch this. I can't do it with thumb. So you release legs, certainly. I can hang a little bit longer with index finger. Middle finger perhaps is the strongest. Yes. Ring finger is also strong, and I will not hang for a long time with little finger. Yes, little finger is weak, and we switch arms and do the same.
Limitless while others out there spitting shit got hits up on the charts and sit. I see why other artists quit, cause people don't reward good shit. They love to hate but hate to live. Society, you swing and miss. And honestly I get it, promise me you won't regret it. Wasting energy, forget it. Don't look back, go on and get it. Bite the bullet just a bit, bite your tongue and don't say shit. Make your actions hard to miss, be a legend.
Why do you train only one arm but not two? Because I can easily hang on two grips. So I can do it easy with two arms. Even I can pull up, but I can't do it with one arm.
Proud, no, I never had a doubt, yeah.
I keep on moving forward.
That's why I train with one grip currently.
То есть с одним грифом. Вот. Далее
Then I do exercises that prepare for one arm pull-up using resistance bands.
I'm marching till it's over. Just like a soldier.
So I do one arm pull-up with band assistance,
но помогает себе второй руке
this way. I can hold a band in the middle, or I can hold at the bottom, which is the hardest. The easiest way is to hold band at the top. I'll try the heaviest variation, but I can't pull up. Then I grab higher. So you pull up with left arm and assist it with right arm. Yes, and then I will switch arms. Like this. Hence, when I'll be able to do it, then I'll take lighter band with which it will be harder to pull up, and until I can do one arm pull up without bands. And I do the same with the right arm.
And it's worth everything I have. I could feel the butterflies multiply every time I meet your eyes. Amplify deep inside once I feel your skin on mine. Though I try, I can't hide all the ways I feel inside. You're everything I wanted.
And there is one good exercise preparing for one arm pull-ups. It is holding with one arm at the top. So you pull up with two arms. And then you release one arm. And the goal is to hold in this position.
Like some coffee, we drink like a hobby. Like to get sloppy, we ain't never stopping. I just wanna drink.
It is very uncomfortable to sleep down with such rough bar. It is not so painful with our wood stick. Thus, we finish this part, which we do on weekends when we have a little bit more time. And we move to the calisthenics part, which trains the whole body. So, this is the third final workout in our program. Here we need gymnastic rings. Let's unleash the dog for some time. If anything happens, we will dish him back.
I feel impatient and sometimes I can't escape it. I just wanna feel you shaping like my dreams. I can't sit back, I have to chase.
Ralph, be a good boy. Hang the rings approximately at the L-sit level. Such height will be okay. Also, you can make sure that rings hang horizontally with the help of a stick. A little bit higher here. Yes, now it's perfect. So we begin calisthenics part. You also shouldn't do this part more than 30 minutes. We move straps iron fixators up, otherwise they would scratch your arms. So we do the following set at the beginning. Firstly, we do muscle up. Actually, you can do this at home with the height of your ceiling. You do 10 ring dips.
Can't help it, it's a habit. Clothes that she wears, short skirt and a jacket. I just wanna get her all alone on a mattress. I just wanna have it, I just gotta have it. Rumors all around say her body is fantastic.
Then you descend to L-sit. And you do 5 L-sit pull-ups.
Раз, два, три, четыре, пять.
Here you hold for 5 seconds. And then you do a negative pull-up for 5 seconds.
She's got me captivated, so the game I'm gonna play it, yeah. You got a body like
И делайте 10.
And you do 10 L-sit kicks.
these rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a coke fan. She likes to keep the party going.
That was round 1. There are 4 more rounds to go.
Я обычно
Usually I do 3 rounds and can't finish even the third one.
после этого
After you have completed these 3-5 rounds, you do legs set.
вы делаете комплекс на ноги. Как он делается?
The first round is warm-up.
Вы
You do 10 squats,
Yeah, I heard you look good in a sundress. I heard you look good when you're undressed. I heard you like to get away. I heard you like to stay out late. I heard heard you had a couple boyfriends. I heard they didn't treat you right. I heard you
Then, without rest, you do 10 semi-squats, like this.
tonight. Yeah, they say she's too hot, they say she's too cold. Where she came from, nobody really knows. They say she looks young, but say she acts old. From everything I've heard, she gets out.
So you move up not till the end. This was warm-up round. Rest a little. It seems that I'm already exhausted, breathing hard. Then you do the same, but you add 10 high knee jumps at the beginning.
Добавляете 10 прыжков.
And after that, also without rest, you do 10 squats and 10 semi-squats.
I want that body, baby, show me. She's got a body like a coke fan. She likes to keep the party going. These rumors got me feeling lonely. I want that body, baby, show me.
And squats.
I want that body, baby, show me.
And also you finish with 10 semi-squats. So you finish this round, and there are also 4 more rounds to go. I usually do warm-up round and then 2 full rounds. After that, my legs say thank you to me. And that's all. The calisthenics part of the third day is over. Then you know what to do. You hold Superman for your lower back for 2 minutes. As long as you did bench press on the previous workout, now you do kettlebell presses as we showed on the first day. Presses reps perhaps would increase a little bit, when you will be able to press kettlebell 20 times with each arm by a heavier kettlebell. Then also you lift kettlebell. This way. And you finish the workout with fighting practice part, where you train your favorite techniques which you're good at and which you learned in fighting class. Then this whole cycle repeats. You rest one day and repeat the program again. Start the first day, do calisthenics part, hold Superman, then do not kettlebell presses but press resistant bands for 1 rep. By the way, the advantage of resistant bands is the barbell with the heavy weights can press you down in the gym. So you need a partner helping you, but this is not the case with resistant bands. And also risk of injuring is low with bands. There are cases when people break their biceps with heavy bench presses in a gym. It is also not the case with bands because they are elastic. And also it is more convenient to have bands at home than a barbell, weights and a bench. So this is a program of building muscles for fighter. It consists of 3 workouts which you do every second day and which helps you to gain muscle mass and to maintain your fighting skills, even develop them. This program trains fighting techniques, explosive power, agility, flexibility and fighting capacity. And guys, I want to emphasize one more advantage of this program, particularly of the strength part, where you train with kettlebell, that is heavy weights. There is no risk of injuring your lower back. I mean, we don't lift a kettlebell in standing position. We don't do snatches, jerks, etc. We press kettlebell only in laying position or lift it in leaning position. So we don't lower our lower back. We don't need an aesthetic belt in order to train with a kettlebell. We press it in laying position, training punching strength with no risk of injuring our lower back. So this is one more advantage of this program why I like it. This goes from my training experience actually. I injured my lower back region in the past, so I avoid to lift heavy weights in standing position now. I do it while laying or leaning. That's all. We strive. Smash the like button. Subscribe to our channel. See you.
Yeah.